Nuts and bolts are like puzzle pieces that hold everything together, but they have to match perfectly or they won't work. Today we're going to figure out how to match the right nut to the right bolt, discover how those spiral grooves lock things super tight, and hunt for nuts and bolts in things you use every day. By the end, you'll know exactly how these tiny tools do such a big job. Welcome to Goalie's Pip Academy. So, what exactly are nuts and bolts? A bolt is a metal rod with a pointy end and spiral grooves wrapped all around it. Those grooves are called threads. And a nut? That's the small metal piece with a hole in the middle and matching grooves inside. When you twist them together, they lock on tight. But here's the cool part. There are so many different sizes of nuts and bolts. Tiny ones that could fit on your pinky fingernail, and giant ones as big as your fist. And they all have one thing in common. Each bolt needs to find its perfect matching nut. Let's start with size. Imagine you're trying to put on your shoes, but someone hands you shoes that are way too big. They'd fall right off your feet, right? The same thing happens with nuts and bolts. If you grab a big nut and try to twist it onto a small bolt, it just slides right over. The nut is too loose. It won't grip the bolt at all. And if you grab a tiny nut and try to force it onto a big, thick bolt, nope, it won't even fit over the top. So rule number one is the nut and bolt have to be the same size. The hole in the middle of the nut needs to be just right for the bolt to fit through. But size isn't the only thing that matters. Let's talk about those spiral grooves, the threads. Inside the nut, there's a matching spiral groove going the same direction. When you twist the nut onto the bolt, those threads have to line up perfectly. It's like two spirals holding hands as they spin together. Some bolts have threads that are close together, packed in real tight. Others have threads that are spread out with more space between them. The nut you pick has to have the exact same thread pattern, or it's not going to work. Think of it like a corkscrew going into a cork. The spiral has to match, or you're just spinning in place. All right, let's see if you've been paying attention. Multiple choice question. What happens if you try to put a big nut on a small bolt? A, it works perfectly. B, it falls off and won't stay. C, it gets stuck halfway. D, it turns into a screw. Think about it. What did we just learn? The answer is B, it falls off and won't stay. Remember, if the nut is too big, it'll just slide right over the bolt. No grip, no lock, no good.
Hey, you're watching Goalie's Pip Academy, where we teach about science, geography, history, everything about the whole world. If you want to watch these classes with no ads, no distractions, go to getgoalie.com.
Okay, so you've matched your nut and bolt perfectly. Same size, same threads. Now comes the magic part. How do they actually hold things tight? Let's do an experiment in our minds. Imagine you have two pieces of wood that you want to stick together. You drill a hole through both pieces. Then you slide a bolt through those holes so it pokes out the other side. Now you take your matching nut and start twisting it onto the end of that bolt. As you turn the nut, something amazing happens. Those spiral threads start pulling the nut closer and closer to the wood. You keep twisting, and the bolt and nut squeeze those two pieces of wood together like a super strong hug. The harder you twist, the tighter they grip. It's like giving the wood a high five that never lets go. This is called clamping force. The threads work together to create pressure that holds everything in place. And because the threads spiral around, they don't just pull, they lock. When you stop twisting, the nut doesn't spin backward, it stays put. That's the power of threads. Here's another cool thing. The threads grip onto each other so well that even if something shakes or vibrates, the nut and bolt usually stay tight. That's why you find them on things that move or need to be super strong, like bicycles, cars, and playground equipment. But what if you want to take the nut off? No problem. You just twist it the other direction. Lefty-loosey, righty-tighty. Turn it to the left, and those threads start climbing back up the spiral, and the nut comes off. It's like going up a slide instead of down. All right, here comes quiz number 2. Get ready to show me what you know. True or false? The spiral grooves, the threads, on a bolt help the nut lock on tight. Is it true or is it false? answer is true. Those threads are super important. You're doing awesome. Now, let's go on a hunt and find nuts and bolts hiding in places you see every day. Ready to become a nut and bolt detective? Let's start looking around. I bet you didn't realize how many things in your life are held together by these little metal buddies. Let's start in your room. Do you have a bed frame? Look closely at the corners. See those metal pieces? Yep, nuts and bolts. They hold the frame together so your bed doesn't collapse while you're sleeping. Now walk over to your door. Check out the hinges, the metal parts that let your door swing open and close. Most hinges are attached with bolts and nuts. Without them, your door would just fall off. Head outside. Do you have a swing set or a slide in your backyard or at the park? Those things are covered in nuts and bolts. Every joint, every connection. Bolts are doing the hard work of keeping everything safe and sturdy. Next time you're swinging high in the air, you can thank a bunch of nuts and bolts for holding you up. What about bikes? Bikes are full of them. The handlebars, bolted on. The wheels, bolted to the frame. The seat, you guessed it, bolted down. If you ever adjust your bike seat to make it higher or lower, you're actually loosening and tightening a bolt. Let's think bigger. Cars and trucks have hundreds of nuts and bolts holding the engine, the doors, the seats, and the bumpers in place. Even furniture uses them. If you've ever helped build a bookshelf or a table, you were connecting pieces with bolts and nuts. Here's something really cool. Skyscrapers, those super tall buildings in big cities, are held together by huge nuts and bolts. We're talking bolts that weigh more than you do. They keep the steel beams locked together so the building can stand strong, even in wind and rain. So nuts and bolts aren't just for little projects. They're everywhere, doing big jobs and small jobs, keeping the world around you safe and sturdy. Time for our last quiz. Let's see if you can spot where nuts and bolts belong. Multiple choice question. Which of these things might have nuts and bolts holding it together? A, a glass of water. B, a playground swing set. C, a balloon. D, a pillow. Think carefully. Where would nuts and bolts make sense? The answer is B, a playground swing set. Swing sets need to be strong and safe, so they're held together with lots of nuts and bolts. Great work, Bolt Buddies! So now you know the secret world of nuts and bolts. You know they have to match in size and thread type, just like puzzle pieces. You know how those spiral threads lock together and create clamping force to hold things super tight. And you've discovered that nuts and bolts are hiding everywhere, from your bedroom to playgrounds to giant skyscrapers. Next time you see a nut and bolt, you'll understand exactly what they're doing and why they're so important. Maybe you'll even help tighten one someday. Just remember, righty-tighty.
My mind is blown. Where can I learn more about these videos? Oh yeah, getgoalie.com. There's no ads, there's no junk, just cool stuff for kids and a dedicated tablet. Check it out, getgoalie.com.